In a previous video, we saw how to import a template into Web Clipper. So now we're going to create a new Zap and use that template. I'll start with make a new Zap. And I'm just going to start with the scheduler here just to have a trigger in place. Now you'll have another type of trigger. I don't know if it's a form submit or a new order created, whatever that may be. But for this demo, I'm going to do it this way. And I'm just grabbing some data because I'm going to trigger this manually anyway. Okay, now that we got a trigger in place, let's choose Web Clipper. And if you don't find that, notify me at support at webclipper.io. Webclipper.io, and I'll send you the link while it's in preview. So I'm going to choose my action. Now, because I've already put my credentials in, you may be prompted for your credentials. You'll want to enter the email address and password that you created when you signed up for Web Clipper. There's a couple of different options. We can choose to create a file content based on the template. And a good example of this, and I've noted it here, is if you wanted to send an HTML email with something that looks really nice in the body, you can create that template, import it into Web Clipper, and then choose this create file content here, and we can generate an HTML, and then we can take that HTML that's generated and insert it into the email body to have a really nice looking email that gets sent out. But for this one, I'm just going to attach a file, so I'm going to choose create file from template and continue, and it's going to ask me for my Web Clipper account. I'll continue here. So first it's asked me for the target document type, and in this case I want a PDF, but you could create a PNG or the HTML that I mentioned earlier. I'm going to choose PDF. Then it's going to ask me for a template. Now I only have one template in here that we just went through in a previous video, the letter with line items. I'm going to choose that one, and once I choose that letter, it's going to that template with letter with line items, it's going to prompt me for the template fields. I'm just going to fill these out manually. Now you'll probably want to populate this from your the trigger that started this Zapier, but I'm just going to key in some data here so that we can move on through this. And this is a repeat section, and we've talked about this before, that for example, Shopify line items, the order line items, if you wanted to populate the table within your template with that data, then you would want to choose a line item field here, and it's expecting comma separated values. So I'm just going to key in some. I'm going to choose fast, reliable, affordable, and same thing for the description. So I've just got 3 items here that I populated, and I'm going to choose continue. Now that I've got that data in there, it's going to ask me to test and continue, so I'm going to test it. Okay, that comes back fine, so I'm going to add one last step here to send an email through my Gmail account. I'll send an email, continue. Okay. And I'm just going to send it to the same email address. I'm going to just put please find attached. And then down in the attachments field, I'm going to select that create a file from template, and then you'll see this public URL. I'm just going to click that. Okay. And then I'm going to continue. We'll test it. That looks like it went through. You may have heard my computer ding. And I'll refresh, and then you'll see the email here with the attached document. Hope that helps. If you have any questions, reach out to us at support@webclipper.io, and we'll get back to you. Thanks.